I spend a lot of time thinking about what it is to be human, and then we can't ignore that the first, I'd say 100,000 years of our existence, or even more, this little bubble we're living in now is a fraction of our time as humans on this planet. And the reason we made it this far is because we learned to live in harmony with the environment. And that's all of our ancestors who had evolved to live in harmony with their environment. We had the indigenous Australians living in harsh conditions in the desert there for as much as 60,000 years, I think it is, continuously, with similar practices, a record of all sorts of massive geological events in their oral history, and just a fascinating look into what it is to be human. And so I think in this time now of technology, which enables us to explore beyond Earth in a way that even the most extreme creatures like fungi or any other creatures haven't necessarily developed the capability to explore beyond Earth. But we have, and the development of technology has put us, or because of our technology now, we're in this position we're in now, where our dominion over the environment has maybe characterized the last few hundred years in a way that it had never before in order to develop this technology. And I think maybe my answer to what she's saying now is we need to do both. We have the capability, we have the data, we have the knowledge, we have the technology, we have hopefully the self-awareness because of this 200,000 year history that we've been on this planet. I think we've got to do it all. We've got a big responsibility now. We can explore, we can keep exploring, because I think to not explore would be to be denying who we are as humans. So I'm reluctant to agree with the thing that we should stop doing one thing in order to do another thing. That feels limiting to me. I think we need to do it all. We need to keep exploring, but we need to do it in a way that's faithful to who we want to be as humans. And I think that decision by each one of us as individuals is so critical towards determining human culture, is deciding, how I want to be as a human. And I think I want to be curious. I want to be exploratory. I want to be empathetic. I want to be compassionate, and I want to be scientific, and I want to explore beyond Earth. I want to do all of those things. And to every child who feels the same way, because I think when we look back to how we are as children and how children are, I think you see these innately human characteristics like curiosity and openness and desire to explore. I think we see that. So, I think the difference between the moon and Mars and Earth is that on Earth, our planet is teeming with life. And so the possibility that our actions here destroy massive amounts of other species and ecosystems are far more dangerous, actually, than probably our actions on the surface of the moon or Mars will be. We don't need to go into maybe highly intelligent, energetic aliens that are living on Mars that we can't detect. Okay, that's another story for another day. But, Mars doesn't seem to be inhabited by life. While on Earth, we are destroying at a rapid rate the whole ecosystem of species that support us here. And so maybe we, deserve to eke out an existence on a barren planet like Mars to realize just how much we need to appreciate the living library that is Earth, with all of its history, 4 billion year history of living systems that have all culminated in today, basically. I don't know if I'm reaching a point or not, but I think we have to do it all. I think the Africa to Moon project really hopes to inspire young children that whether they're interested in space or not, whatever their interests are, that they don't need the billions of dollars of funding to do it, that the dream is enough, the passion, of course, the expertise, of course, the hard work, of course, the time, the collaboration, the networks, all of that's necessary. But to put the dream first, and then worry about how you're going to achieve it later. Just keep believing, keep going. And I think that's how we change culture at the same time. That's how we change the definition of what it is to be human, when we put our imagination and our dreams, give them higher priority perhaps than they've been given in the past few hundred years.